You don't have to be accepted in order to do good in this world. You don't have to be accepted in order to be led by Christ and to do what is right. You don't have to be accepted and fulfill everything God has called you to be. Really take some time and absorb that. Because too often we think that society has to love us in order to have an impact. We think that society has to even give us the green light in order for us to be successful. You're already successful. Now, you may not always feel that way, but you're already successful. You were born successful. Jules, all right, you're giving me all this positive nonsense. You were born successful. Think about everything you had to overcome just to be the one here on this earth. Think about the odds of it being you here on this earth. All right? You believe in the Lord? Take you a little bit deeper. The Bible talks about how He knew you before you were even in your mother's womb. The Bible talks about how He has plans not to harm you, and be aware that I'm paraphrasing. He has plans not to harm you, but plans for you to prosper. I know the plans that I have for you. These are things that the Bible says. Does it say anywhere in there that people have to accept you? Does it say anywhere in there that even your job has to accept you? Does it say anywhere in there that even your family and your friends have to understand everything that you do? No, it doesn't. Not at all. Think about Jesus' ministry. The Pharisees wanted to kill this man and declare that he was evil and doing things for the enemy just because he was healing on the Sabbath. The supposedly most religious, the supposedly most intelligent people, supposedly, right, of his time, didn't know who he was or didn't want to believe who he was. They wanted to follow their own traditions and wanted people to follow hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of laws that no one could ever fulfill. That's why Jesus came. Because we could never fulfill those laws. We could never be 100% right. So we needed a sacrifice. That's why Jesus came. But they try to tell him that he couldn't heal on the Sabbath. Is it ever a wrong time to heal someone? Is it ever a wrong time for you to help someone? Is it ever a wrong time for you to do the right thing. These are things that I think about when I think about Jesus' ministry. And so he wasn't even accepted, but he was about his Father's business. So you have to ask yourself, am I about my Father's business? And am I willing to go where he asked me to go? Am I willing to speak what he asked me to speak? Am I willing to do what he asked me to do? Even in the face of opposition. Even when it doesn't make sense. Even when people don't like me for what I'm doing. Even when people don't understand, even when people closest to me don't fully understand. The disciples didn't fully understand everything that he was doing. There's some things that didn't get revealed to them until after he was gone. Right? And we know that he resurrected on the third day and came back, but there's some things that they didn't know fully. Until later on. And they were with him every day. So there are some people who may be rolling with you, who may have the right intentions, who may be good people, maybe God-fearing people, and they still may not understand fully your assignment. And just because they don't understand it doesn't mean that that waters down what you need to do. It doesn't mean that you turn away. It doesn't mean that you get afraid and turn around. It doesn't mean that you allow fear to set in. It doesn't mean that you allow non-acceptance to make you believe that you can't do this, that you shouldn't do this. You are a child of God. Be about your Father's business. Do what he asks you to do. There's a reward in your obedience. And there are some things that only you can do. There are some things that need your blueprint. There are some things that need your hands on it. Because God has given you and placed certain things in your hands for you to go and do. And he gave you the blueprint. Now, anyone else is following, they have their own assignment. And at some point, maybe those assignments come together and they help your cause, they help your ministry, they help your focus. Maybe, maybe not. But everybody has their own race to run. Run yours. Think about it.